There comes a time when we must accept change, no matter how great. There comes a time when we must all leave home.
They call themselves the Initiative. It's a bland name, much like it's a bland corporation. This group of CEOs and multi-billionaires have seen the alien threat as an opportunity to get even richer. They have no ambitions for humanity. They have no goal other than wealth and power. Currently, they're making themselves a prime target of Project Exodus. They're causing a lot of unrest in Central Asia as they control the Russian military. One war after the next gets declared. I wouldn't be surprised if they benefit not only from the war, but also because the nations that they control have to purchase these weapons of war at the companies that these men have created themselves. It's a very dirty business. We've decided that something needs to be done about the Initiative. We might be able to use Finland as a proxy to do this. If not, then we will have to seek out other means. Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome to episode 6 of TERRA INVICTA, Project Exodus. We've completed the dissolution of Russia. This is a critical junction because it means I might be able to break up Russia. Or Eurasia as they're now calling themselves. Finland, which is mine, gains a claim on Murmansk. So, if Finland is able to take on the Russian army, with a little help of the United States, I might be able to claim Murmansk, which is this region over here. Now, I don't get a ton of claims. It's not like you can immediately break up the whole of the country, but that's fine. If I can give it the first little push, that could make it collapse further, then I am all for it. Because if you look at Kharkiv over here, and Kiev, suddenly the European Union has claims on these. This could make for a very enticing offer to the European Union. And considering that the European Union is being controlled by basically all the other factions, but the guys over here from the Initiative, they might take up the deal. If I can have Europe, with its 3 armies, play off against the 4 armies from the Russians, well, it's anybody's guess what's going to happen next. Speaking of offenses, I have an interesting situation. Mexico kept getting attacked by these armies, and the armies were being transported by the Navy. Now, it seems that the guys have no navy left. The Russians have no navy, so they cannot get anywhere. This means that the 4 armies are kind of condensed over here in Russia. Now, like I said in the previous episode, we're going to take a bit more of an active approach in this game. I want to make it a lot more interesting, both for you and for me. So, I'm going to see if Finland is properly allied with my United States. They are. And that means I might be able to start sending my troops over. Because we're going to need those over in Helsinki. We're going to deploy a lot of the US firepower to Helsinki to make sure that we have a very hefty punch that we can deliver to the Russians. I don't know if this is going to work. I have no idea how well this is actually going to go. We will just have to wait and find out. You can just stay in the middle of the United States. Where is the 10th Mountain? 10th Mountain cannot go because they don't have an army attached. Oh, sorry, they don't have a navy attached. Because they can leave, right? Yeah, they should be able to. At any rate, yeah, they don't have a navy attached. The 101st Airborne does. So let's get you guys to move to the shore, and from there on to Helsinki. As for the rest, I am about to turn a counselor. This is Gregory Ngasa. He is a counselor for the Academy. It's the first time that I've ever done this, and with this guy in our pocket, if you will, we can access all of the faction's intel and control over whether the counselor will succeed or fail on missions. This is going to be very interesting, because it will allow me to massively interfere with what the Academy is doing. The Academy right now, I believe, isn't that much of an issue. I don't believe that we have any... oh. Very interesting. I don't believe that we actually have any beef with the Academy. We're not exactly friends, but it's not war. And I can still bribe the Academy back into being on a tolerant state with them. Now, interestingly, the aliens are also in tolerance with the Academy. In fact, the aliens are in conflict with the Initiative, in conflict with Humanity First, in conflict with the Resistance. They're supporting, of course, the servants, their little pets on Earth. And they are tolerating the Protectorate and the Academy. So if I can support Resistance, Humanity First, and the Initiative, I might be able to buy myself enough time to get Project Exodus complete. To make my way off of this planet before everybody dies. First though, we're going to make sure that at least some people die, most notably the Russian armies. So I'm going to wait until my armies get there, then start changing the policy of the United States to declare war on Russia. Or rather, have Finland declare war on Russia and have the United States help out. We're about to execute a very dangerous policy decision. We're going to declare war on the Eurasian Union. I can either join the Russia-Mexico war, or I could just declare war on the Eurasian Union as is. I think declaring war, or rather joining the Eurasian Russia-Mexico war might be better, because I can still hopefully contain the conflict to just Eurasia. If, however, I am then at war with the United States, with the Russians at large, and they decide to pull in the Chinese, I'm going to be at much greater risk. I do, however, believe that the Initiative does not have that level of control, because they don't control the majority of the points, let alone the legislature or the executive in China, so they don't actually have that much control. Now this means that, as I have control over the guys over here, immediately a Guards tank army is being dispatched. I can now also have Luna change the policy of the United States. And with that, all the United States firepower comes into play. And they are all going to party in Murmansk. Majid, in the meanwhile, was trying to track the Xenoform. We still know where it is. It's roaming around in Pyongyang. The problem is, observing the guy is proving to be really quite difficult. The guy is proving to be pretty difficult to investigate overall. The Xenoform. I can get a bunch of ops points into the mix, but even with that, bringing the intelligence or the investigation against the Xenoform is pretty difficult. Still, I kind of need one of those guys dead. I need an alien corpus. So I'm trying to get intelligence on him, so then Luna, with her 17 espionage points, might have a shot at killing him, but it's not going to be easy. In the meanwhile, I am also trying to have a, let's say a little bit of a chat with one of the counselors from the Initiative. The servants. I keep messing them up. We're going to throw a lot of influence in this, because if I can get some more influence and more intel on what the servants are up to, that would be very valuable. I know what the Academy is up to, now I also want to know what the servants are up to. Because they are the pets. They are the ones that really determine how much of success the aliens are going to have on Earth. So they are the ones that I really want to have a chat with. Okay, that's done. Oh wow, they're even attacking. That is brave. And foolish. Failed to change them. Okay, fine. Fine. They're going to arrive on the 11th of June, 2032. They're going to run into one. Not just one. Damn, I can join a lot of wars, but not the one against Russia. Oh crap, don't tell me that the US is still allied with Russia. Or not allied, but at least neutral. They are classed as a rival. This is the Brazil-France war. Why can the US not declare war against Eurasia? I can go Iran? I don't get this. I really don't quite get this. I can engage Belarus. That's the European Belarus war. I can join any of the others. Why can I not join the war that Mexico has against these guys? What's going on there? I don't want to attack Iran. It's not a priority. See, sometimes this game, it just kind of baffles me, and I don't understand why I cannot declare war when I want to declare war on a certain party. In this case, Eurasia. I can disband armies, I can disarm warheads, I don't want to do any of those things. I want to declare war on Eurasia. Why is that so hard? Cooldowns on alliances, yeah, that's fine. I don't care about alliances. This is weird. They are classed as a rival. Yeah, let's cancel this. They are classed as a rival. Yeah. I'm not at war with Eurasia. I'm at peace. What the hell? In that case, it becomes a lot more interesting what's going to happen here, because I only have one army. And for some reason, I cannot build more than one. So it's just going to be one army. Well, and I guess the rest of the US army is just going to watch what's going to happen? I don't know, let's have a look. Agents for Project X is a politician. Another one? Or the same guy? Probably the same guy. So these guys have an Atomic Age army. 4.0. The Finnish. That's the Panzeri Divisiona. That is also... Let's see. I think my shit is more advanced than theirs. Third, first, 101st. There, mine's 4.2. And I get a small bonus from the military labs in space. These guys only have one of those. But they have a numerical advantage. That's kind of a problem. Point defense particle beam, perfect. What is next? What is next? What is next? Psyops, more unrest. No. Layered defense array. Gotta be able to defend my stuff against the aliens at some point. Now, if only Mexico would have armies that I can actually ship across. Because the Blendida over here cannot go anywhere. They don't have a navy, so they simply cannot be shipped across. I do not understand why Finland can join. Wait, is the US not allied with Mexico? No, it is. What the hell? Why, oh why can I not join? Mystery. Now, as I was thinking about this weird situation, I thought, you know what? Maybe it has to do with chronology. What initially happened was I had the United States. Then I got Mexico involved. Mexico was, at that time, I believe, already at war with Russia. So my alliance between Mexico and the United States did not happen until after the fact, and until after they were already at war. For some reason, that means you cannot join the war. Finland is a country I took after that. So they came in after the Mexican War had already started. What I can try and do is pull my support from Mexico. So make sure that the US currently breaks its alliance with Mexico. And because of that, it's going to be able to join Mexico again as an ally. After that, we might be able to go back and ally ourselves with Mexico again. And at that point, we should be able to join the war. It seems exceptionally circumspect, but I don't know. If that's the only way to go about it, then I guess that's the way that we're going to have to go about it. In the meanwhile, could I do anything with the wars that I can join? Is Iran anything that I would like to get? Because, I mean, I have my forces, and they are controlled by Project Exodus. Sorry, I'm Project Exodus. They're controlled by the Initiative. I might as well take Iran while I'm at it. They have a nice amount of mission control. The rest of the nation is not that great. They are allied with the Eurasians. I could declare war on Iran, but it doesn't bring me any closer to my goals of breaking up the Russians. The problem that I do have right now, however, is that the Russians are presently winning. Which is bad. I mean, of course they're winning. I only have one battle group here. They're at 43%. The other guys, they're on 59, they're on 100, and they're on 96. This is problematic. And all of my other divisions, I simply cannot move. I cannot move them into Eurasia. Like, I cannot move them into Eurasia because I don't have a war with them. So, I don't really know how to proceed, and because of this, I might lose Finland. Which, ironically, I also lost in the previous conflict. Right? The previous conflict. What if I use another nation to start a war? Because these guys have a claim. They are considered a rival. What if Slovakia declares war on Eurasia? And then I use the armies of the United States to take Murmansk. Because then the United States could get pulled into the war. If Finland had just declared war on Russia, it probably would have been a lot easier. Instead of joining a war that was already ongoing. Ah, man. This game can be so complicated at times. Much more so than I think it needs to be. Much, much more so. And now I'm going to find that my army dies. The whole of the United States Armed Forces is just going to sit there in Finland and go, not really my fight. And they're just going to sit back and watch. Which is bad. And I can't do anything about it. Okay. Set national policy. What if Slovakia declares war on Russia? Stranger things have happened. Let's see what other nations I could try and use. See, Mexico already has beef. Maybe the Spanish? I don't know exactly why the Spanish would want to go to war with Eurasia, but, oh, you know, I can give them a reason. No, we're going to be a rival. There. Okay, and I am allied with the United States because I reappropriated Spain. So we're going to set a national policy for Spain. And then we're going to have grace. Let's see, do we need to boost any of our populations and supports? We're still very squarely in control of the US. This is fine. Finland could be a little better. The rest of the nations are okay. I mean, I don't care that much about those guys anyway, but don't tell them that, right? Oh, crap, I lost track. I lost track of that guy. I don't know where the Xenoform is anymore. That is unfortunate. Okay, in that case, let's see if we can do some further promoting of our efforts in Finland. But I think we're going to lose Finland within the next minute or so. So maybe do some further promotion of our campaign here in Slovakia. Let's see. My army's about to get destroyed. Now they're going to start conquering the country.
I will help them.
Yeah. I was trying to help the Finnish armed forces as much as possible, but it was not really to be. Okay, don't do this. Push everything into building a new military. For some reason the Finnish can only have one military. But I'm not sure where it says that. It's just that the whole build army thing was unavailable.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Perfect.
If we're not willing to
Space commerce. Of course it's the initiative. Of course they want to make even more money. UK is asking me to attack Tanzania. I don't think so. Not my fight, not my
Mission
problem.
complete.
Slovakia cannot declare war? What? It turns out that the initiative is not going to sit idly by as I try to meddle in their affairs. They have just staged a fucking coup in Mexico, which means I am out of Mexico. This is not what I want. I would very much like my southern border to be well under my control, and the rate at which this is going is not good. However, I have a ton of support, and I might just be able to purge these guys out of existence. The problem is, they will probably defend their interests very quickly and very well, and with that, they will be able to take control over Mexico. My other plan is to speed up the North America United project. That is only going to include the United States and Canada, but eventually I might also be able to usurp/include Mexico. For now, it does mean that I have a lot fewer control points that I need to worry about, but also less income to work with. In good news, I have taken control of a control point in the United Kingdom. I've already been running a lot of campaigns there. The other control points I would definitely like to get, but they're still defended until November and finally October. So in a few months I might have another stab at taking control over the United Kingdom. The European Union is tricky. Germany is completely locked down as well. It's proving to be pretty difficult to get into Europe. I'm still not able to join the war with/against Finland, and that's going to take me a little while longer. And to make matters worse, Humanity First has decided that they want the mass media project or the mass media control point in Spain, and they have thus taken control of it. Lovely. That's not exactly what I want. Stepping into the spotlight, not being as passive as I once was, is proving to be very interesting, but not necessarily great, because it's currently making my life a little bit more difficult than I had hoped. It's now October 9th, 2032, and Judith, the leader of the servants, has said, "Hey guys, can we all just get along with the aliens, please?" Hell no, we cannot. They want to proclaim their joyous destiny. They say our, but I say their. One united world under their guidance. Hell no. The servants absolutely have the wrong idea. If the servants are able to cause too much mayhem, then I don't have enough time to execute my plans of going beyond Earth, going beyond Mars, and making sure that humanity survives by becoming an interplanetary species. So these guys are going to have to get slowed down. To that end, perhaps we shall have to put an end to some of the lives of the servants, or go after their biggest projects and try and sabotage them, or make sure that some servant counselors wake up dead. At least that's the plan. Now, I have been doing a bit more research, and I'm slowly but steadily creeping up to the unification of Canada. It is still going to take me, unification of Canada and United States is still going to take me more than a year. More interestingly, I'm waiting for this thing to time out, which is October 22nd, 2032, which is my unification slash effect on how the relations are going to be with Finland. I could try and declare war on Finland, because it's Eurasian, and see if I can provoke the Eurasians into defending their interests in Finland, so bringing all of those armies in, and then those 4.0 armies are going to find a bunch of 5.1 US armies against them, which should be really interesting. So that's the next plan. I'm going to try and declare war on Finland to try and win it back. Now, I'm trying to once again pick a fight with the Eurasian Union, and now I can. This is going to be really fucking dangerous. Declare war on the Eurasian Union, China, Pakistan, and Iran? I could ask the European Union and the Benelux to join us in the war, with the European Union serving as the alliance leader. Whatever, let's go. The United States is asking its is asking his ally Canada to join its attack. Yes. This is going to mean the entire world is going to war. I mean, much more so than we already are. So at this point, everybody is fair game and everybody is going to get attacked. This also means that I might have some challenges, if you will, trying to get into other areas. I might face attack of the United States as well. This could be dangerous. I hope that they won't be as stupid as that, because I'm still holding back 2 armies, but you never know. I'm going to send a couple of armies to Murmansk. I'm going to try and just completely uproot the entire Eurasian Union. The Eurasian Union. If I can claim this, that'd be fantastic. So you're going to also go to Murmansk. Let's see. Who has orders, who does not? You do. You're going to Murmansk. I'm not going to put everybody on the same territory for fear of a nuclear attack, which would be fairly bad. I can go to St. Petersburg. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go to St. Petersburg. Here we go. 12 days, and we'll be there. That means that we're going to be fighting the Eurasian Union. More interestingly, I am very curious to see what China is going to do. What is China's plan? They're at war with the United States, that's me, with Japan, with Canada, with Brazil, with Azerbaijan, and with Lower Guinea. So China has its hands full, mostly. This might give me the opportunity to either conquer the Eurasian Union or break it up. Whichever happens, let's see. Here we go. Armies are starting to arrive in Murmansk, and armies are starting to arrive in St. Petersburg. Conquering these regions is going to take a little bit of time, but considering the amount of firepower that I'm bringing to bear on these poor regions with currently 5.1 level armies, which are also getting boosted by my air assets, my space station, and by my counselors for another total of 0.2, so 5.3, we actually have a lot of firepower that we're bringing to bear on these guys. It's going to be really interesting whether or not they're going to try and intercept. There we go, they are. They are. We have the 2nd Marine Division, 1st Marine Division, and 1st Armored against one lonely Tank Guards army. These guys are going to have a fairly rough time of it. I'm going to keep all of my counselors where they are. I'm not interested in doing too much with my counselors at the moment. I just want to start conquering more and more and more. And I will either take control of the Eurasian Union, or I will just completely demolish the place and separate it into a whole bunch of smaller nations, making it a lot easier to manage as an opponent. For now, though, we first have to clean up this cute little tank army that the Russians have sent my way. There are 2 more in Moscow. They're more of a speed bump than anything else at this point. There we go. Murmansk has been occupied. If all of you... I was going to say if all of you could move, that'd be lovely. The problem, however, is I will have all of my armies in one area. That is fairly dangerous. I think I need to get into Moscow with my armies. Maybe let these guys cycle for a moment so they get healed up. There we go. That's the 1st Guards army gone. Then we can start occupying St. Petersburg. Join the war in Armenia. No, I don't care for the war in Armenia. Go do something useful. Fine. Now this again is completely unfair. This is a fairly... well, it's an okay developed region. I mean, it is a 4.0. But they simply don't have anywhere near the firepower that they need to try and deal with my 5.3s. So we're going to wait just a little bit of time. And then we're going to make sure that these guys engage. One thing I do want to keep an eye on is whether my countries are protected, and Canada, as you can see, is not. So Valerie, please make your way over to Canada and defend our interests there. Because I cannot have these guys suddenly take control over Canada. It is part of my grand plan. And moreover, I need to dislodge the protectorate over there. Because if this project completes, I need to be in full control over all of those positions. If they happen to be in my way, it is not great. Now, I do believe my armies are not recovering because we're not in friendly territory, which is unfortunate. Oh.
Protecting our interests.
Oh, they're moving to St. Petersburg. They're all trying to hold the area. Oh, boy. Okay. Okay. They're desperately trying to hold control over Moscow. Okay, fine.
The people will come to our side.
This is going to get really interesting. Are they... Oh! Nope, they're coming this way. Wait. The 92nd Armored from Iran has shown up. Sure, boys. If you want to play, let's play. No, I don't care about the war in Azerbaijan. I still don't. Fine. Come on. It's a cute little army you got there, but mine are a bit more advanced. This is the 92nd Armored from Iran. It's atomic, 3.9. They're not that dangerous. They're okay. I don't really pay them too much mind. Slovakia is undefended. Guatemala, yeah, we're mostly fine. Public opinion dropping in Spain, however, is not something I'm really interested in. I would like to very much preserve that. Any open control points up for grabs? No, not really. Well, the guys over here on Crackdown, on Stockholm. Meh. Not really sure if I need to do too much with that. I suppose I cannot set a national policy here yet, because it's not necessarily a separate region. Yes. Okay, I can raise the region, but that's an atrocity. I don't necessarily want to do that. I just want to dislodge these guys. Can I move all of you boys to here? No, I cannot. It's unfortunate. I don't want to have all of my firepower concentrated here because I'm so scared of a nuke. If a nuke hits me, I'm going to be so screwed. Because that cost me a lot of armies. If, well, they might survive, but I kind of doubt it. Okay. Just continue to advise the US, please, Grace. Thank you. Sorry, Valerie. Now, let's wipe out these armies here. And then see what the Eurasians are going to do.
Lending my expertise.
So I'm not sure.
Lending my expertise.
Okay. Not sure. The Academy conducted a hostile Oh, okay, that's rude. The Academy is going on the offensive and stealing one of my projects. Sorry, one of my orgs. Okay, fine. Be like that.
We've moved the needle.
Increased popular support at 50%. Grace, you absolute legend. When can I expect to take this place over? 2033? 2034? That's entirely unacceptable. Soldiers of the 101st Division are facing severe logistics problems on the Murmansk front. Preliminary assessment of the situation are that there are simply too many attacking military forces crammed into a single theater with not enough secure roads, bridges and railheads to keep supplies moving from rear area to front lines. Images of truck convoys backed up for kilometers are already circulating, presenting both a tempting target for Eurasian air power and a great embarrassment for American military. I can attempt to plunder the place if the region, if it's smaller than 0.5, which it is not. I can bring in combat engineers, but I'm too poor for that. And I don't have the ops, so I'm just going to have to make do. Which means Project Ops Exodus public opinion falls, and I suffer 30% damage. That's not good. It's over there, so it's not critical. Let's see. Finland is currently nice and neutral. I am rivaling the place. Could I declare war on Finland and just send one or two of the guys over and take this so I have a holding ground? Ah, there we go. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, another UFO's crashing down. Great. Okay, what the fuck? More Iranians are coming in. Are you pulling all of your Iranian forces away from Iran? You are. Ha! Cute. Very interesting. So, Valerie, let's see if we can influence the United States policy a little bit
On my way to the
and potentially work against Finland. Over here, I'm 55% with my weakest group, which is the 1st Marine Division. It's fine. Confirm the assignments. Yes, carry on. These guys don't really stand a chance.
Offering counsel.
What? The Pakistani forces are here?
Lending my expertise.
Okay. I didn't know we were also at war with Pakistan. Come on, Iran. Dead. Very good. These 3 divisions are so strong together. It's completely unfair. I love it. Declare war on Finland. Yes. On the Eurasian Union, Pakistan, Iran. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Canada. Yes. This is going to get out of control. Excellent. Okay, boys. I need all of you to go here. We're going to take Finland really quick. And that gives me a new base to heal up. That's what I'm searching. That's what I'm seeking. Yes, fine. Are all of you guys moving? Yes. Perfect. We can proceed into Finland. We can quickly take Finland. Well, back, that is. And then we can heal up over there. How are the guys here doing? We're still dealing with the Pakistani? Yeah, the 1st Strike Corps from Pakistan. Cute. And what's the other guy? 77th Infantry from Iran. Alright. Exactly what I was worried about is happening. The Eurasian Union, in control of the initiative, is launching nukes at its enemies in the St. Petersburg region. Guess who is in St. Petersburg? 3 divisions. I'm trying to leave, but I'm going to get hit by a nuke. This might cost me 1, if not more, armies. Let's see how bad this is going to get. How much are you going to do to me? 26, 45, 47. Boom. The 2nd Marine Division has been destroyed, the 1st, and the 1st Armored. So they destroyed 3 armies in one blow. That is exactly what I was worried about. In the meanwhile, I'm trying to take care of Helsinki, take care of Finland in general. I have the 101st Airborne pulled back, and wow, I already deployed a new Marine Division. Sweet shit, that was fast. Immediately attach a new navy, yes, of course. I don't know if these these armies have enough firepower, and I don't know. Yeah, the guys here are getting healed because Sweden is an ally. But this whole nuclear incident is not doing me any favors. I'm gonna have to go over to the US and swap the priorities from just investing flat out in military to getting a whole new military. We're going to have to get a whole new army going. Let's set this to just 1 pip. I need another army. And with the United States control points, or investment points, that should go fairly swiftly. But, well, it's going to take me a while before I actually have control over it. And before it's able to get to the front line. Please tell me I can take Finland. I kind of doubt it, actually. What? Nuclear launch underway. The Eurasian Union is nuking Helsinki. Jesus, they're just going to kill the other 2 armies as well. Oh boy. The 2nd Infantry Division's dead, and the 3rd. My god. And that means it is really bad news for Earth. Because we just got nuked. What is this going to do? Excess stratospheric aerosols. I think it's not going to be very good for the environment, let's put it that way. I'm not sure, really, how much this has actually caused as atmospheric damage. I don't think it's going to be very good, per se. But, yeah. It did cost me some armies. One way or the other way. I still hold these two areas, which is nice. But now all of these guys are going to take their opportunity and rush right in. I could also start throwing nukes at this point. According to the intel planner, I haven't committed any atrocities yet. But right now, it is starting to look really appealing to throw a nuke down on all the armies operating over here in St. Petersburg. Or sorry, in Moscow. That would wipe out the 5th Guards, 25th Motor, and 20th Guards. I don't believe I will be able to capitalize on it, though. Because right now, I don't have any armies. I got a really crippled 101st Airborne. On 23%, I got 2 divisions defending the US, and another division... no, sorry, that is it. But I believe I have the 1st Marine Division coming online shortly. Still, this is kind of what I was worried about. They are going to start nuking the place. And it's exactly what they have done. It did cost them atmospheric damage. Well, it cost the whole planet atmospheric damage. It did cost them armies. It did take a lot of damage to this area over here. But they will recover. And right now, there is not a whole lot that I can do to do anything against these forces as they're mobilizing into the main area there. Into St. Petersburg, into Murmansk, let alone Finland. So I think it is currently in my best interests to try and get back to a peace situation. I have definitely dealt a blow against them, but insufficiently so to make sure that I'll be able to fully capitalize on it.
Heading to the capital.
I won't be able to hold these regions. I will not be able to take Iran. Sorry, that's Pakistan. Pakistan's, by the way, also lost a force. Iran lost another army. The 77th barely made it out alive with 6% strength. But damn, those 2 nukes really cost me. Oh well. I kind of provoked the Russians, or rather, the initiative, and they hit back with a lot of firepower. At least it made for an interesting episode, or at least such is my hope. Thank you guys for watching, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I shall see you soon for more Terra Invicta.